I'm feeling really good. I'm getting some beautiful, heavy, positive energy today. Like I don't even know where this energy has come from. Maybe it's because April showers are going to bring May flowers. Maybe it's because it's just a beautiful day. Either way, the God has been speaking to me, through me, and I want to share this beautiful energy that we are tapping into today. And I just want to tap in and ask you guys, how are you feeling? What's going on with you? How has the world been treating you? We got the King of Cups immediately coming through, talking about keep your head up. So some of y'all might actually be dealing with a lot of pressure today, a lot of deep energy working through, a lot of emotional concerns, or maybe even emotional. I'm feeling like you guys have just had a breakthrough. Tap in. Oh, come through. Tap in. A lot of you just had a breakthrough. Come through with the King of Cups. I'm hearing like, Pop, keep your head up. I'm hearing like, I've been around. I understand. I know what's going on. Tap in. A lot of you had such a major breakthrough come, and it's almost like this emotional release, or at least an emotional understanding that you have for yourself. We got the Empress at the bottom. So clearly this emotional, intuitive, high level breakthrough has taken you to a place that feels good, that feels like love. Oh my gosh, I love this for you. As I was going through, I was on the bottom, the Ace of Swords on the bottom again, big time breakthrough coming with the King of Cups and the Empress. I'm feeling like you are literally on a lover's rock. I feel like you are literally feeling like, okay, you know what? No matter what the storm may bring, no matter what life may look like, I've got to always show myself love. And I feel like with this Ace of Swords, that breakthrough, while everybody preaches that, it takes a different type of person. It takes a different level for the chosen ones, for the anointed ones, for the divine feminine, divine masculine, to truly understand like what that means, what that looks like for you. And I love that the Ace of Swords came right after the Empress on Lover's Rock on that end, like, this is so powerful for you. Tap in. This next level is extremely powerful for you. I'm looking at the Knight of Wands right here. So maybe even some of you have met somebody, met some people that understand, or maybe someone even said something to you and you were bouncing off of their energy and it gave you a realization. We got the World right here. That actually makes sense. So there was a cycle that kept getting repeated, and you were able to clear that. And now it has led to this beautiful, beautiful breakthrough. Oh my gosh. Tap in, collective, tap in. Wow. This message is for my anointed chosen ones, my divine feminine, divine masculine, and all beautiful earth angels and people of God. Knight of Swords came through. The Knight of Swords with the Eight of Swords. Okay, so you're not even playing no games right now. I'm actually seeing the fact that girl, you ain't playing games so much. Tap into that like button that you are actually serious about this next level in your life. I feel like at this point, anybody that has something to say about how much self-love you give to you unapologetically, that you're going to look at them like a straight fool. There is no explanation to be had at this point. Tap in. I know you are tired, chosen one, of explaining why you have to do, or why you feel like why you feel like you have to explain, or why you feel like you have to put so much energy into yourself. It's because this whole time you were putting your energy into everybody else. Tap in. And you are over it. You are over the thankless deeds that you have been doing for other people nonstop. Look, Wheel of Fortune. Okay, this thankless deeds that you've been doing nonstop, and now you have a change of perspective. Hey, tap in. I'm doing great. How are you? So I really love this lineup of this beautiful tap in energy that we are into. The theme, the energy that I'm feeling is just renewal, birth, rebirth, love of self, right? Understanding thyself, honoring thyself, and building a closer relationship with God. So we started out immediately with the King of Cups, which lets me know this is an emotional breakthrough. This is big time breakthrough. Hey, money. So I love this. So let's talk about what exactly you need to know with this energy. I won't be long, but I surely will be strong, because when you tap into this next level of self-love where it becomes so unapologetic, where it becomes so deep, so loving that other people notice it and they deem it as a problem, we've got to truly tap in to what it is you really know, so that you can always stand 10 toes down. And that's sometimes when we step into these new levels of ourselves, we often have these moments where we waver, especially when we waver for people that we love, people that we trust, and people that's really supposed to have our backs. We waver and we make concessions for them. But I feel like in this season, there is no concession. This is the season of no. Look, we got change and we have rhythm at the bottom. So I'm really feeling like you are in a rhythm of this new level of you. All has a flow and a pattern of movement that has a beginning, a middle, and an end. And you know what? I feel like at the beginning of this, when I came in here, I feel like, okay, I felt like, all right, people know like where they've been. They know the origin of their story, right? And they understand how they got to the middle, and somewhere it got chaotic in the middle. You like, girl, what am I doing? Where am I going? What's happening? And then once you finally got a rein on it, you are very much clear on what needed to change, what had to happen, and what needed to go down for this cycle of change. Remember, we pulled the wheel of fortune. So this cycle of change, you're not going back. There is no going back after this point. I love this. This is a complete alteration of your reality. And I'm telling you right now, people are not going to be happy. You know what I tell you? To tell them, so sad, so sad. It is not your job. Let me tell you something. No matter what the relationship is, whether it is a romantic relationship, husband, wife, boyfriend, girlfriend, boyfriend, it doesn't matter. Family members, it is not your job to make someone happy. It's not. That is something that we put on ourselves so much, especially as children of God, especially as God-led people, especially as divine masculine, divine feminine, my anointed chosen ones. We always put on ourselves like, we got to make this person happy. We got to come out of pocket and buy them nice things. We got to show up for them unapologetically. We got to do all the, like, you can't do that. It is impossible to make someone happy. That is an inside job. Happiness is an inside job. And you cannot go for the operation of somebody's mind and tell them and give them what the root causes of how to get rid of all the trauma, all the issues, all the burdens that they're holding. You cannot wipe that away and make it anew. That is something they have to do. When you go into a relationship, you go into the relationship as you, whole or not, and you make it what you make it at that time. But if somebody is dependent upon you for their happiness, that's a bigger problem. And if you are dependent on making somebody happy, that's a problem that you have to deal with as well, because we're not going to sit up here and act like the chosen ones ain't go through some attachment issues. I already know. I see you, but we're going to break those bonds. We want to tell the truth and shame the devil around here. You cannot make someone happy. Happiness is an inside job. Tap in. And I feel like that is the transformation that just happened with you. It makes more sense why the King of Cups and the Empress on some Lover's Rock came through, because you understand just how imperative that statement is. We actually got manifestation and legacy coming through. Whoa, big time, what you need to know and what you do know. So I feel like even with this change that just happened, change is such a funny thing. Hey, Joe, because it can happen quickly and it can happen slowly at the same time. There could be a major event that happens and boom, smack you right in your forehead. And you like, whoa, your whole life has changed, right? You're like, what in the world just happened? And usually that's big chaotic energy when it changes, right? You're like, I don't even know what to do right now. Your emotions are all over the place. You got to deal with a lot. You got to deal with a lot of people. Like, you're talking about the ultimate test of emotional and spiritual regulation and leaning on God at that moment. Oh my gosh, like big time change. Transformation is crazy. But then you have the moments where you work so hard over the days, over the months, over the years, and then boom, you recognize the change. You're like, whoa, I really changed from what I used to be back in the day to now. And you'll see a lot, especially the older versions, us that's a little bit older, our knees crack when we get up. We can look back in the last 10 years and be like, wow, look how much I have really changed emotionally, spiritually. Like, those types of changes need to be appreciated as well, because it's almost like I like to say this phrase. It took 20 years to be successful overnight, to be an overnight success. And that is the truth. Tap in. So I feel like with this legacy, with this change, with this rhythm, I feel like now you are in a space where you are feeling good to speak for yourself. You are in a place where you understand how powerful you are, and you are using those powers to the fullest extent of spiritual law. Tap in. And with this legacy, I feel like this legacy is not only handed down to you, but now you are building a new legacy. I feel like a lot of times we hold on to tradition, and tradition is great to hold on to. I never want to tell you to let it go, but you also have an opportunity to build a legacy and a tradition of your own for your family, for you, and for anyone else you come in contact with. Sometimes getting rid of the old is the thing to do. Tap in. So I feel like this is a continuation of what you learned from the past, from your family, from your friends, and creating a new system for you that actually works. Tap in. And I love this manifestation card coming in. Big Aries energy. The number 8, the number 6 might be really important for a lot of people. The number 12 is important for you as well. So look out for that number coming through. Big Aries energy. And I feel like a lot of you are entering the unknown. Tap in. This unknown energy, this unknown pathway. I always tell you guys, don't be scared of the unknown. Okay, you are built for this. You have learned about this. Going into unknown territory just means that it is new. It does not mean that you are not equipped to deal with the new. Tap in. And so I love that this legacy and manifestation energy that is combined with the rhythm and change of you underneath the Ace of Swords and the Knight of Swords is saying, like, boom, I am here. I'm speaking my power. This is truth to power. This is real. And watch everything that I say be created and manifest. Tap in. I love this energy. Big Cancer energy on the bottom right here that talks about nurturing, protective. So a lot of you might actually be thinking about how you're going to protect your assets at this point. Tap in. Big confirmation. I love it. A lot of y'all are looking at big Cancer energy, and I'm just saying this as a way of like letting you know that what you built will always be protected until it's time for it to come down. Tap in, because I need you to understand, when you try to protect things that are no longer useful to you, the tower is going to enact. There ain't nothing you can do about it. How many of you have been so protective of an old way, an old ideology, an old belief, protective of someone who is still stuck in their old ways, and next thing you know, God is like, boom, like everything knocked out the way. God legitimately puts you in a position where you don't have no choice but to move forward and move away. Tap in. Type of 1 in the chat that's ever happened to you. And I feel like with this new found energy, this new change, this transformation, like this next level emotional stability that you are in, like this vibe that you in, like, girl, I feel like you are really protecting this. And I love this for you. That does not mean that you are vicious. It does not mean that you have to be angry or you have to be put off this air of just unhappiness. Okay, I can't really find the word I'm looking for, but doesn't mean you have to be a nasty person. But it does mean that you must be clear. Again, Knight of Swords. You must be clear that anyone that steps into the territory of trying to disrupt what you got going on, they will know that this is a protected space that you have created, and they bet not. Okay, somebody type in the chat, bet not. You bet not try to disrupt what I got going on here. You bet not show up thinking that you're going to tell me what to do. You bet not. Okay? Like we're gonna be some Shakespeareans around here. Thou shalt not. Okay, you bet not. All right, you already know it's serious. You already know it's spiritual level when we start talking about something. You bet not. Okay. Look, as soon as I said that, look, dragon at the bottom. So we already know you coming through on some fire flame spitter. If somebody think they're going to come in and try to disrupt this legacy that you are building, trying to disrupt this manifestation that you got going on. And isn't it very interesting that manifestation is clarifying the Ace of Swords? That means you are here. You are here. Oh, where you bet not. Oh, I love this energy for you. I love this energy. Yeah, this is new energy for you. Supernatural. It's time to invoke at the bottom. Yes. And a lot of black cat energy. So you are dispelling. You are dispelling the BS. Oh my gosh. Now we got to talk about what's being hidden. It's not even like what's being hidden. I feel like there is this next level potential for you that you have not tapped into. The chat said bet not. The chat said you bet not. Okay, so listen, all of those who are against the collective, all of those who are against God's children, the divine feminine, divine masculine, anointed, chosen ones, listen, you bet not. Okay, enter at your own risk. Okay. So let me talk about this hidden potential that might be coming through, because I really feel like when we get into a space that's new, oftentimes we can really, what I want to say, we can rest in that, right? And I feel like sometimes you can rest in it so much that you don't explore the depths of what this newness brings to you. And sometimes that can come because you're scared or you're nervous about what's ahead of you. And I don't want that to happen. I don't want that to happen. A lot of times we are scared to become our fullest potential. Tap in because it's uncharted territory. So when we ask God for something and it's time to take flight, I saw this young lady explain it beautifully. When it's time to take flight, you almost land hard because you've never been up this high before, but you're about to go up to the sky. Tap in. So this hidden potential that we need to tap into, we really, truly need to talk about. If you are ready to find out what your hidden potential is, listen. No, it's from your mama basement, boo, but that's okay. Matthew don't have nothing else to do with his life. Tap in, okay? So listen, let's talk about the hidden potential that we got going on. I really feel like there's a lot of Pentacles energy. I could be wrong. I could be so wrong, but I feel like this. Ooh, we got the Seven of Wands and the Hierophant. My goodness, listen. When we talk about hidden potential, I feel like a lot of y'all are now going back to what your beliefs were or what your new beliefs are, and you are doing a lot of spiritual research right now. My goodness, tap in. And with the Seven of Wands, I feel like this is like a new, oh man. With the Six of Cups at the bottom, I feel like a lot of you are truly tapping into a spiritual educational system that you have never walked down before. And you are starting to truly understand not just the senses of the body, but the senses of the soul, the senses of the mind, the psychology of it all. I really feel like you are understanding that there's not just the 3D, the 4D, the 5D, the 6D, but there is unlimited dimensions. I mentioned on here before that scientists, this happened about 4 months ago. Scientists were, they put a light through, I believe it was an atom. They put a light through the atom and the light mathematically cut through 37 different dimensions. Oh my gosh. It cut through 37 different dimensions mathematically, which means they couldn't see it with the naked eye. But through all their calculations, tap in with all of their calculations, they were able to see that shining a light. Oh my goodness, shining a light through an atom, dissected it into 37 different dimensions, mathematically tap in. And I feel like that's where you are. Like you are here, 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 here. You understand the depths. You understand the glory. You understand just how deep this ocean goes when it comes to not just your relationship with self, not just your relationship with the world, not just your relationship with God, but how everything coincides with one another. Look, the King of Cups coming through again, clarifying legacy. So again, this is big time clarity, emotional energy. That's what I'm talking about. Tap in. And it being right next to the Cancer, oh my God, oh my gosh, like girl, big time justice on the bottom. So the hidden potential is you got to keep reading, you got to keep researching. So many times we rely on our intuition, and that's great. I love that we rely on our intuition. Tap in, intuition for the win. However, when you solely rely on your intuition and you do not use data to back up what you think, what you feel when it comes to where to go spiritually, it can potentially hurt you. You absolutely want to read up. You absolutely want to go back into your spiritual text. You want to read up in your encyclopedia, in your dictionaries. You want to find these new beautiful words to use during your prayers, during your rituals. And I feel like the King of Cups coming out with hidden potential is also, along with the Hierophant, is also a big time reminder that you need to get back into your prayers. Tap in, tap in. When's the last time you prayed? Type of 1 if you prayed in the last 24 hours. Type of 2 if it's been longer than 24 hours since you prayed. Tap in. Okay? When's the last time you had a conversation with God? Tap in. And with the King of Cups looking at the 6 of Cups. Now, I said it's going to be a lot of sword energy. I was totally wrong on that. This is a lot of emotional energy. This is next level. Somebody said 1. God. Yes. I love Chosen One said, girl, not me. Girl, not me. I prayed today. Nice try, Cass, but no, not us. I love it. I love it, y'all. Okay, y'all, don't y'all judge me. I did not pray this morning. I will pray tonight. I promise I will. I did not wake up and say my prayers. Ooh-wee. Do not judge me, y'all. Do not judge me, okay? But I promise I will say them tonight. Tap in. Oh my gosh, I feel like this, and look, even the Hierophant is truly standing in water. This, wow. The more I look at what's in the hidden potential, I feel like a lot of you are truly awakening in a next level, in a new level. There's almost like this spiritual calmness where you are gravitating to that which is holy. Both holy, Holy, and Wholy. Like y'all are really tapping into, thank you, boo, tapping into something that is unseen, that is only being experienced by the very only God's children. And so even some people that's been on this planet for a long time has never experienced an awakening like this before. I feel like you guys are really going into a new age. Not just the age of Aquarius, which is absolutely beautiful, but you are going into an age of energetic recycling and understanding. I feel like a lot of y'all, you know what? I was talking to one of my clients, and many of you don't know this, and if you don't, it's okay, I'm about to tell you. I work with end-of-life care patients, hospice. Most people understand that, but my specialty is 11th hour care. So when someone gets an imminent watch from hospice, that means that they have like usually 24 hours before they transition, or 48 hours, depending on whether or not they come back and then they go back down, right? That's just the easiest way I can explain it. And I was having a conversation with a client who went through this with their parent, and they had this awakening that said this process made them realize that they are not scared of the end. They are scared that they will not live up to their potential in this life, that they will not live in God and their God-given purpose in this life. And that just awakened something new in them. Like there's just this understanding that if they do not walk in a divine path, that it is all for naught. Tap in. And I feel like that is such an awakening that many people do not get to experience because they're so scared of the end instead of worried about where they are right now. And that is a part of being in the hidden potential, is understanding that in this moment right now, we do not know the minute nor the hour that we fit to get up out of here. Okay, we do not know if we're ever going to get back to our families. We take for granted so much that we're going to see the people that we love the next day. We take it for granted so much that when we go to sleep at night, we're going to wake up in the morning. We take for granted so much that we will return home or wake up or walk outside with our full bodily functions. We take for granted that everything is working okay because we feel okay, and not really understanding that at any given point in time, boom, it can be done. It can be done. And so this hidden potential that I'm tapping into is a level of gratitude that you have not tapped into, that you have not really focused on. And now you're like, I'm grateful. And that gratitude is next level. Tap in. Yes. Listen, you're going to wake up. You're going to wake up. I love it. What else you got for us, God? What else you got for us? Because the next level is what the reward is, what it looks like for you. Ooh, I love that. Okay, and is tap in. Y'all know, like, do y'all know with coma patients, do you know that people can be in a coma for decades, and when they wake up, it feels like they went to sleep at night? Tap in. Do you know that? So time is an essence. Time is of an essence. And one of the things that science has revealed about people that are in a coma, that are in a next dimension, is that they can hear everything that's going on. They know. So when I go into a room with a coma patient, which is also something that I do, I'm speaking on behalf of the family members that can't always show up, that are far away, whatever the case may be. And I sit down and I catch them up. Okay, so today's date is April 16th. Let me tell you what's going on with y'all raggedy president. I speak to them the same way I speak to y'all. Let me tell y'all what's going on with y'all raggedy president. Let me tell you what's going on in international news. Let me read from the Bible. Let me tell you what's going on with your family, with your grandkids, whatever the case may be, so that when they come back, or if it doesn't happen that way and they have to transition, they are up to speed. Tap in. And I feel like a lot of y'all have come out of this deep sleep, and now you are awake. And even though you know everything that's been going on, you have such a higher level understanding of what's going on. I just feel like, oh, I just want to scream for you, like you're wide awake. Oh, I love this for you. Tap in. That's y'all. I really need y'all to understand that is not the norm. Being that next level in your awakening is not the norm. I know you know this because when you speak to people who have not had an iota of an awakening, who are comfortable with staying asleep, who are comfortable with not researching, with not understanding, without knowing anything, who are comfortable in their ignorance, I know when you talk to them, you like, girl, what do you do? What is it that you bring in? See, boom. I'm telling you. Oh, I love that. I love that. Thank you for sharing that story. I really appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. And let me tell you something. When I work with those types of patients, When I enter the room, I let them know, hey, it's Cass. I'm here. The current time is boom. I got an hour with you. I might be able to stay a little bit longer. I saw that nurse. Let me tell you what the nurse looks like. Let me tell you what the nurse is wearing, the type of socks. Like, I explain everything because it really does keep them in a state of relaxation. Tap in. If you can hear, you know things are happening around you. Who doesn't want to know what's happening around them? Tap in. So I truly appreciate that. We got the Queen of Pentacles with the Two of Cups at the bottom within the potential. I'm telling you, manifest. Oh, and it's clarified manifestation and this big Cancer energy right now. Oh my God. Ooh, wait. I love it. I love it. I love it. Oh my gosh, there's so much major transformational energy right here on the board. Tap in. I love this for you, friend. I love this for you so much. Wow, this is a powerful awakening. I don't even know what else to say. Tap in, tap in. Oh my gosh, what else you got for us? God, I just felt the card pop out, or did it not? I don't know. Boom, there you go. The Fool in reverse. Ooh. Oh, the reward is the Fool in reverse, clarifying the Seven of Wands. So this is not even, this is ancient like energy. This is something that's encoded in your DNA. They say, like, you remember the trauma of your ancestors. I also don't want you to forget the rewards of your ancestors as well. And let me be very clear. You ain't got to go back 100 years of your ancestors. You could go back to your grandmother. You could go back to someone that you were close to that was no longer here. Listen, somebody that is no longer here that you knew that's the same age. They part of your ancestral crew. Tap in. Tap in. We're talking about legends that are no longer with us. Okay? So I feel like the rewards of your ancestors will be reaped by you. And it is up to you. Tap in with this rhythm. It's clarifying rhythm. It is up to you, chosen ones. It is up to you, anointed ones. It is up to you, divine feminine. It is up to you, my beautiful divine masculines. It is up to you to continue down the path of righteousness, manifestation, love, appreciation, prayer, and your relationship with God. Tap in. You be the example. Tap in. I was watching this video where this licensed clinical professional was talking about people that trigger you, right? They trigger you to act a fool. And there's this moment where if you have to go angry at somebody, where you have to come out of character with somebody, where you got to cuss them out, right? There's this argument that you have with yourself. There's a duality that you have with yourself because you know that is not the side of you that you want to extend when you're defending yourself. So like, you're happy that you defended yourself, but you're not happy as to how you defended yourself. And he was saying, like, you don't want to act a fool, but for you, it is acting, because that's not really where it is for you. For the other people you talking about, they out there acting a fool, honey, it ain't an act. They really are foolish. This is what the licensed clinical professional is. He said that they are not acting. They really are foolish. Ooh, tap in. Why you gotta act a certain way aggressively to hurt, to get people off of you. They not acting to incite you. They not acting to hurt you. This is truly who they are. And what he said is that you let them be foolish. You let them be stupid. You let them be the fools that they are. And you lead by example. So you let them go out there and play the freaking fool or be the fool. And you be the example of what it looks like to be a child of God. Tap in. You show them what it's like to be someone who understands their emotional power. Tap in. Ooh, wait. King of Cups, hidden potential. One of the hidden potentials that came out is the King of Cups. You know who you are. You know who you are. Okay? I say this line all the time from Tropic Thunder, where what's his name? Robert Downey Jr., Iron Man. He was playing the black dude. And he said, I'm a dude playing a dude disguised as another dude. You the dude that don't know what dude he is. Tap in. And a lot of people that's out here being a fool, they possessed. They don't know what dude they are. They out here thinking that if you loud and you acting dumb and you cussing and you fighting, that somehow makes you hard. That somehow makes you strong. That somehow makes you scary. Honey, ain't nobody scared of you. The loudest person is usually the one with the weakest bite. Okay? So I want you to understand that, girl, you ain't the loud one. You not the one that's out here. Why y'all laughing at me? You know what? Don't laugh at me because that's a good reference. You're not out here acting loud. You're not out here being a disruptor. Not in the way that disrupts people. Not in the way where it bullies people. Okay? A lot of us go through the loud phase. A lot of us go through the loud phase. But we learn. That's what I'm saying. The King of Cups is a great teacher. The King of Cups, the Empress, is a great nurturer. Tap in. I'm trying to tell you, you are no longer the fool. This is the reward. It feels good to not let people emotionally manipulate you. It feels good to not succumb to those triggers. Oftentimes we think of reward as something that is like held in our hand, which it can be. Of course, we're always talking about manifestation. But why is it that a lot of times we don't manifest understanding of ourselves, that we don't manifest calm in the middle of a storm? Tap in. And I feel like at this point in your reward and this level of your life, you truly understand that. Again, this is not the norm for people, collective. This is not the norm. I want you to understand just how powerful you are. When you don't step into something as a newbie, when you are not triggered, when people really try to, and I know the anointed ones fall in this all the time. The Four of Cups came out sideways. So I know, so some of y'all right now are teetering on this line of, you know what, they be trying me and I'm trying not to go back to the old me. I'm trying not to go stop, drop, shut them down, open up shop. Nah, damn that shop. Okay, taxes on that building too high anyway. We're going to move into something that's a lot nicer, a quieter neighborhood. Some place where people actually want to pay for your services. So a lot of y'all right now is ready to shut down this shop, ready to shut down a part of you that is tired of being triggered, tired of being hurt, tired of being harmed. Tired of reacting in a way that does not benefit you. And it doesn't benefit your nervous system as well. Think when you get hyped, your nervous system is literally fight mode. You can either walk away, which is the flight, or you can fight. And I'm telling you right now, when you choose to fight, your nervous system is all out of whack. Some of y'all, it take you weeks to come down from that. I know I'm one of those people where I used to get all hyped up and I'm ready to tell you, you know what? First off, F the B in the click you claim, okay? Coming out straight pop. And then I will be so tired the next 5 days. And I got to think about what I did and why I did it. And now, girl, please. Girl, please. That ain't got to be you. And it won't be. That's why I love this reward energy. Look, King of Wands in reverse. They can't get you lit no more. The only thing you lit for is God. Tap in. The only thing you lit for is God. And with this King of Wands in reverse, you know what else I feel like? I am a big fan of the phrase, burn the damn bridge down. People tell you all the time, oh no, don't burn bridges because you might need that person one day. No, that person need me. That person need me. That person needs you. I don't need that person. Tap in. How do you know you don't need them? Because you ain't no fool. No, burn the bridge. No more access. You don't get to easily cross. I'm not making it convenient for you to cross this big body of water to get to me. I'm not making it easy for you to circumvent the work that you got to do on yourself to be in my presence. Tap in, collective. Tap in. Burn the bridge. If you really need to get to me, you'll do the work for yourself before you come to me. Because the more you work on yourself, the more you understand that maybe you don't need to be around me anyway because I'm too many levels above. Tapping. And there's nothing wrong with that, collective. Don't ever be scared to burn a bridge away from somebody. If you want to leave things off amicably, you can. But that does not mean that you easily allow somebody access to you because you know them, because they did something for you 25 years ago. Girl, if you don't get up out of here with that, get out of here. Tap in. 10 of Pentacles. I'm talking about get out and go on to some greener pastures. That's the reward. Is understanding that not everybody should have access to you and to burn the bridge. Knight of Pentacles, big time movement energy from 10 of Pentacles to Knight of Pentacles. This is a direct spiritual message. I'm telling you, I'm downloading so hard right now. Some of y'all are really understanding. Some that just awakens some of y'all right now. Like, you know what? I do need to burn that bridge. You know what? Today gonna be Cass Day. You know what? Today gonna be Dre Day. You know what? Today gonna be Julie Day. Today gonna be my day. Because why in the world are you accommodating somebody that wants to trigger you? Why are you accommodating someone who only wants to use what you have worked hard for to benefit them? They don't believe in hard work. It ain't always about money. Some of y'all are readily emotionally available to people who are not emotionally available to themselves. Tap in. And that bothers me big time. I don't never like that. Oh, the Hermit was just sticking up. Ooh wee. A lot of y'all just got the message. It's time to close that bridge. And look, the Hermit is literally walking over a bridge. Tap in. Ooh wee. A lot of y'all just got that message to close that bridge, to burn that bridge, to get away. 9 of Wands, to protect yourself even more from this. Reward is actually you understanding that there is something in your vicinity that is hovering around you that can no longer be in your circle. Ooh wee. Some of y'all just got it right now. Some of y'all, this might be confirmation for you. Oh my goodness. This Hierophant is really speaking to me. We might break the Hierophant down in a minute. My goodness. This is next level. 9 of Pentacles. Again, we got 10 of Pentacles. We had the Knight of Pentacles, and now we got the 9 of Pentacles. So now we are teetering on like this understanding that you can always go back and refine, right? You can always go back into your history, into your mindset, into your thought pattern, to something that you used to believe and now you believe that. You could always go back and refine. That doesn't mean you go back to your old ways. It just means you understand more deeply. You understand the intricacies, the details of where you are and where you are going. Tap in. Oh, I love that 10 of Pentacles to Hermit, which means to go back, go deep within and look at what's going on to move forward. And usually when the Hermit steps out, the Hermit just don't step out like bam, the Hermit come out. All right, let me go back in here and I just peeked my head out. Let me go back in here and reassess. Boom. All right, let me come back out. Knock, knock. That's what the Hermit is. It's deep reflection. And sometimes you got to take that one step back, boom, to move forward. Tap in. Oh, I love that for you. I love that for you. And the fact that I kept, what came out? The 8 of Swords. Oh, the big release. The big release. And some of y'all been released straight from the cold. Let me tell you something. It could be the middle of July on the equator. Okay? It could be the middle of summer in Afghanistan. It could be the middle of summer in freaking Ethiopia. Okay, tap in. It could be the middle of summer down in Georgia. And when you out there with your spiritual battles, when you out there fighting for your emotional and spiritual life, it feels like the coldest winter ever. Tap in. It feels like the coldest winter ever. And let me tell you something. A lot of y'all been asking for freedom. A lot of y'all been asking for a situation to change. Oh, please let this situation change. Not even understanding that you was in the situation in bondage. So the situation changed and what, you still in bondage? How that work? So you in a chained situation, but you chained up. And now you understand it like, no, in order for the situation to change, I've got to unchange myself. I got to free myself. And then I can work with what's around me. And I feel like a lot of y'all just boom, right now, came to that understanding. Yes, it's messed up. Yes, the situation at hand is messed up. But what can I do in the now to make it work for me? And sometimes you can't do nothing. And I need you to come to the understanding with that as well. Sometimes you can't do it. Sometimes there's not a move to make. Sometimes all you can do is go to sleep. Remember back in the day, your mom would say, drink some water, go to sleep. Go take a nap. Sometimes all you can do is take a nap. Tap in, rejuvenate your mind. Relax your mind, let your conscience be free. Tap in. Woo-wee. I'm not even playing. And that's why when I see this vision with the Hierophant, I'm telling you, this Hierophant is talking to me because it's talking to y'all. There is a clarity that literally just happened with y'all. Come through. Talk to me. Somebody talk spiritual to me. Type of one in the chat. This resonates if I'm clarifying, if you understand, if you know that you have started this off. The cause of this movement is love of yourself. The cause of this movement is love of your relationship with God. Tap in. That's the cause of this movement. And what you know for certain, what you know for sure is that there is a rhythm to your change. That you're not just taking this next level with nothing. You got your ancestors that's guiding you. And you're able to create your own system that works. You are saying, this does not work. My ancestors were in a different time. My ancestors were on a different level. Hey, boo, my ancestors did what they had to do in the time that they were in. I took what they learned and I am creating a brand new system for where I am today with the technology I have, with the books I can read, with the knowledge that I do know, with the movies and the lectures that I do watch. What feels good intuitively. You are not bound by, girl, not the son of Satan. I am not bound by what else is going on in the world. I am bound by my relationship with God. Tap in. And that's just the bottom line. Okay? That is just the bottom line. And that's how you know. I want you to always pay attention. When the trolls come in, that's how you know you're giving the word. When the trolls come in, that's how you know you spitting that hot fire. When the trolls come in, that's how you know they want to disrupt the anointed, the collective. When the trolls come in, I know I'm doing something right. That's why we tell them, girl, go to hell and get up out of here. Okay? Tap into that. Revelation with the Hierophant. The vision is the revelation. Tap in. I'm yelling because that's my voice. I'm yelling because this is important. The essence, the faith. Oh my God. Oh my gosh. Tap in. Revelation means the act of revealing or communicating divine truth. Woo-wee. Divine truth. I'm telling you. An enlightening or astonishing disclosure. I'm telling you, this whole conversation, when I came in, I said I felt good today. I didn't know what was in the air. I didn't know what was in the energy. I just knew it felt good. And I wanted to pass the message on. I didn't even know what the message was. I just know that the message was good. And I came here and I'm finding out that a lot of you are having such an amazing emotional, spiritual breakthrough that some of y'all are just like, wow, I can't believe I lived my life like I did in the past before. Some of y'all are just, and you know what? I feel like as you guys get older, that spiritual awakening becomes even more precise. That precision is next level. We got to understand, y'all, we in another year. We are 4 months through 2025. Oh my gosh. Some of y'all have already had birthdays. Some of y'all have already reached that next level. Some of y'all going above and beyond. Some of y'all waiting for that next turn around the sun. And every year it's just like, whoa, you get more and more in tune. And you know what? Oh my gosh, this download just happened when I said the word in tune. Y'all, how many people in this chat know the singer Maxwell? Tap in if you know the singer Maxwell. He got a song called Fortunate. He remade Kate Bush's This Woman's Work. He got the Urban Hang Suite album. The brother just smooth with the voice, okay? The brother just, his voice is just, his voice is just a gift from God for real. Okay? All right, so we know, people up here know Maxwell. He got this song called You Shouldn't Know. And in this song, he says, hold on. You shouldn't know these things and be so awfully well in tune. Go as if not. Julie, I'm telling you, the brother, his name is Maxwell. He just got a voice. He got a voice that's an angel. Okay, so just look him up. He remade Kate Bush's This Woman's Work. It is absolutely phenomenal. But let me get to my point. In this song, he says, you shouldn't know these things and be so awfully well in tune. Go as if not. Be like those others that assume. And so when I think of this poetry that this man is like singing, and I'm understanding that there's a lot of people out here who don't want you to know these things, who don't want you to have that third eye, who don't want you to see through them, past them, above them, who don't want you to understand that these devils move in silence and sometimes they move real loud, who don't want you to understand the word of God, who don't want you to walk in your purpose. They want you to go on and walk as if everybody else don't know what's going on. So when I say awfully well in tune, like you are so in tune that a lot of people think that is awful because it bypasses what they trying to cover up. Tap in. So when I see revelation next to the hierophant, that's letting me know that you know that we know this is gang out here. That we are in tune. And that we will not go as if not, we don't know what's happening out here. We will not be like those others that assume. The chosen ones are well researched, emotionally, economically, spiritually, psychologically, very well researched and in tune. Tap in. Woo-wee. My goodness. I won't be long, but I will be strong. Tap in. You're welcome. Let's go in. A few more cards, guys, before we tap out. And I'm seeing faith here as well, along with the Hierophant. We're seeing the allegiance to duty or fidelity to one's promises, God's promises. Who they think they playing with? Who they fooling? Who they lying to? Why I don't know why these fools, these demons, these devils truly believe that they can fool the anointed ones. This is a complete trust in your own spiritual system. This is a complete trust in God, in you, and being a co-creator of your life. Tap in. Woo-wee. And then we got essence. I'm just looking at these cards. I went off on a little rant right there, Ms. Mona. The Hierophant with revelation, faith, and essence. One that possesses or exhibits a quality in abundance as if in concentrated form. It says as in concentrated. So I'm talking about Listen, your abundance, your manifestation. We talk about pulling from the 5D, the 7D, the 11th dimension. Remember I said that scientists put a light through a proton and the light went through 37 different dimensions. And you understand how magnificent that is because you're beyond 37 dimensions. So you take it from the dimensional, what is unseen, and you boom, bring it into the scene. We talking about coming through the pillars. Can I say, listen, I'm telling you, you bringing it through the pillars in concentrated form. Abundance through concentrated form. Woo-wee. You are pulling through something that already exists. That is the vision. You are pulling through something that already exists for you. It is being handed down to you. Sometimes you got to go through the levels and layers to get there. Sometimes you got to listen. Sometimes you got to fall on your face so hard and come back. Sometimes you got to really be like, yo, God, is this for real? Are we going through this right now or what? Sometimes your faith is really being tested. Thank you. But at the end of the day, when you manifest in big dog energy, big God energy, when you manifest the things from the other dimensions, from the other world, and you pulling it, think about it. You are pulling it through dimensions. Think about how much energy, how much spiritual energy it takes. Then I pull out the Empress, how much spiritual energy it takes to literally burn something from another dimension. Tap in. Pushing out a baby is hard enough. Oh my gosh. Pushing out an egg every month is hard enough, and that's physical. Now think about a soul, energy, love, life, abundance. You pulling it, you like, ooh, bring it here. Ooh, that's next level. That is next level. Don't be laughing at me, okay? Don't be laughing at me because listen, I will go on my soapbox. Okay. I will go on my soapbox. They don't even know. They don't even know. Y'all think all we want is chocolate? No. Okay. When that egg release, we want now. No, we want. Listen, don't let me go there. I'm seeing simplicity and beauty in reverse. Oh, we allow along with virtue. So this is what I'm feeling. I'm feeling like with beauty in reverse, this is really telling me that what y'all went through was ugly. What y'all went through was harsh. I see when I'm looking at vision, I'm also seeing that a lot of y'all are reminiscing about the hardships that you went through. A lot of y'all been homeless before, on the verge of homelessness. Some of y'all homeless right now. Tap in. Some of y'all on the verge of losing your homes right now. Tap in. Some of y'all have lost your jobs. A lot of y'all are just now re-entering the workforce. Tap in. I feel like a lot of y'all are arguing with your family members. Thank you, friend. I feel like a lot of y'all are arguing with your loved ones or just went through the battle of all of that. And you reflecting on all the tears, all the heartache, all the pain that you have gone through. Tap in. And thinking about how complicated your life was then. Didn't I tell y'all earlier that y'all had tried to uphold the system and God will come in and be like, bow, let that system go. You guys have been through your tower moments. You guys have been through the freaking most. And now you looking back on it, you like, oh my God, I made it. Type of one in the chat if you have ever sat down just in the last 4 months and you was like, oh my God, I made it. I made it through. I can't believe I made it. Thank you, God, I made it. Yo, making it through. I really need you to understand the gravity of making it through something as hard, as difficult as losing a job, homelessness, trying to start a business from the ground, taking care of your house, taking care of your family. Your mama act crazy, daddy act crazy, husband act crazy, wife act, everybody losing their shit at the same time. Everybody want to lose their shit when you lose your shit. Okay? Everything just all over the place. Okay? Like what the heck? And now you get to really look back and be like, yo, I really made it. I made it through the worst of the worst. I came out of that battle with a few scars. But what I've gained, the lessons that I've learned, I will no longer allow myself to go through that because the lessons I've learned, remember, the reward is the full in reverse. Now I'm living the life of simplicity. A lot of y'all understand how beautiful simplicity is now. A lot of y'all understand how beautiful quiet is. A lot of y'all understand what it means to live a life of just chill. Just chill. Listen, Mahalia Jackson will get everybody over, okay? We need to make, we're gonna create a playlist one day, y'all. Okay? Look, simplicity, freedom from pretense or guile. And and directness of expression and clarity. I'm telling you, a lot of y'all just understand that the simple things in life is what makes you happy. That's what makes you happy. Shout out to my moms. That's what makes you really, really just grateful. I said I won't be long, but I will be strong. And I feel like out of this entire message, I've tapped on a lot of things. I've tapped on the fact that many people don't even get a chance to say thank you today. Yet you are here. Yet you are making it to the next level. Yet you are manifesting. You are making sure that you are walking in your purpose. That you understand your purpose. While also protecting you, team you, remember? Where you pour into yourself so much that if you choose to assist other people, you're not pouring from an empty cup. Tap in. Your cup must overfloweth. Not the cup you must be at the top. It must overflow if. Not one drop to the side, not two drops to the side. I'm talking about it's pouring. And if you decide to assist someone who is truly in need of your help, there's no sweat off your shoulders, no sweat off your back. It's not a disruption to your resources. That's what I'm talking about. Tap in. That's what I'm talking about. Like y'all really appreciating that. And then looking at virtue. Woo-wee. The capacity to act, strength or courage in valor. My goodness, straight activation. Woo-wee. Tapping. I don't even think I introduced myself when I came onto this live stream because I just had such great energy. But if you are new here, my name is Cass Young Crowned. Okay? I'm an intuitive speaker and a spiritual life growth coach. I know there's a lot. It's a lot to say, but girl, you just came, you here. You understand what the message is? If you are looking to work with me one-on-one, both in person, online, and internationally, tap in, boo. Go to CassYoung.com. If you are looking for a personal, intuitive tarot session before I take it off of my services list, tap in. You better go to CassYoung.com. If you are looking to explore my ritual services, my personalized ritual designs, go to CassYoung.com. If you are looking for a ritual to break free, download my free ritual. It's free, girl. It's free. I don't bother you afterwards or nothing. I give you the service and then boom. That's what it is. Tap in. If you're looking to elevate your prayers, check out my prayer Alchemy Master Course. Tap in. I got something for everybody. And with that, I'm going to give you one last word. Love. Love yourself. Love your relationship with God. Let it be an unbreakable bond, even in the face of those that you supposed to love more than yourself. You got to put your own mask on first before you help anybody else. Period. I love you guys so much. I want you to tap into your powers, wear your crown, and I will see you. Big love, big love. I will see you on the next one. Bye.